Hey there, Obi here. I think it's kind of obvious what we're going to talk about today. Update 1.7.0 has released. We come into respawn area and we will see that there's an interesting little monument that we try to interact with. Oh, well, I would say that we try to interact with and nothing happens. However, I've already been exploring and playing around with the campsites. But let's get started and let's show you guys what that's all about. Okay, so I haven't gone anywhere just yet. Right here we have a Hebius camp, and if we go to this area, there will be a campsite. In the mountain pass, somewhere around here, we've got that large climbing wall. There's going to be a campsite there, and then there's going to be one more. If we go to the climbing tower, about halfway there, there's an area called the Tarn. Um, or if you want to teleport there, you can do player TP username outside lake, and you're going to be kind of right outside that area. So we're going to look at those three campsites, but we're going to start our journey right here. Okay, just to give you guys an idea where I am, this is the mountain pass. You'll come in, you'll go around the labyrinth, and you'll make your way up here. You're going to definitely need climbing to come up here. We're going to go up this hill. Some of you have probably seen this before. And I'm going to kind of zoom over there, and we can see our first campsite. So what do we get with this? Well, we've got places to sit, my air quotes. We have a place for a fire, for cooking. They give us a cauldron to start out with, and a water bin. I'm really, really excited that they finally gave us an area for cooking with a water bin right next to it. If Alta, you guys want to do a quality of life update, can we have some water bins next to tavern, please? Thank you. We have ourselves a chest. This chest is empty because it doesn't have a loot table, so it's not going to refresh. This is perfect for chest cooking. If you're on like a low pop server and you have your friends, it's a safe place to store some goods. So it's sort of like the chests near tavern or the televator. This is kind of interesting. We've got some boxes and some rope just for decoration. And then there's a tent. What's the tent for? It's to look at. It's for aesthetics. But that's not the main feature. The main feature is this thing right here. There will be 3 of them around the world. And what happens? Well, nothing's happening. Obviously, we need a fuel source, and I've got that. So let's see what happens. I've got one here. Obviously, I spawned these in. Let's throw it in. Okay, nothing happens. We've got a beacon. Okay, we hear a little noise, a little beep. Obviously, it's got some power flowing through it. We've got this crystal here that is making a humming noise. It's really, really hard to see, but there's like a little sliver of light coming out on there. Let's fill this thing up. So if I throw 50 in there, it's quarter of the way full, so 25% full, which obviously means that we need about 200, right? We need 200. Not about, we actually need 200. So, all right, we've got 200 in there. And if I throw any extra out, they just kind of like show up over there. So that's interesting to know. So what does this mean? Well, there's a timer. For every 15 minutes, this will tick down and you'll lose 1 crystal. So more than one person can be subscribed to this respawn point or res point or respawn station, whatever the community wants to call these things. So every 15 minutes, it's going to lose a crystal. After that point, once it's out of fuel, I assume that you will no longer be subscribed to it. And what does that even mean, like being subscribed to it? Well, I'm going to run just like right over there. And I've got a TP potion. Okay. Let's see. And here I am. Oh, nice. So that's what that means. So if I have teleported myself or if I die, I'm going to respawn right here. How do I change that? It's very simple. You hear that? You hear a sound. The humming is gone. The crystal is gone. It's no longer lit on the base. My spawn point is no longer set here. What if I don't want to come back to this location and I don't want to press that button? I don't have to. I can go to the main respawn area. Remember that big tower they saw in the beginning? Press our hands on it and we will be subscribed to that location. I'm not going to be discussing it in this video, but if you have Catboy, there will be some issues with these areas here and your plots, but I will discuss that in a further video. Let's go check out the other locations. Okay, I'm overlooking the Tarn. If you have access to commands, you can just do player TP your name and then outside lake, one word, and you'll be teleported to this location. But we just need to go right over there. Okay, here we are. So if you saw my previous video, I showed kind of these locations, what they looked like before, and here's the after. So same thing, we have our little respawn point, res point, that only has one crystal. I've only put one crystal in it, and you can see it's got that little sliver. The timer hasn't activated yet because I haven't pressed my hand on there, but once I activate it, it'll start running out of time. It'll start depleting on fuel. But we can see here that we have the similar thing as before. We've got a cooking area, cauldron, a place to sit, some water, a chest for cooking or storage, and another tent to hang out in, or I don't know, talk about. Let's go look at our last location. It's going to be in the Hebius camps. All right, so if you're looking at the map and we assume that the top of the map is north, this is the northmost Hebius camp. And we look over this way and there's our final camp. I'm going to zoom over there. Same thing as before. Water bin, cooking area, place to sit. I can't get my fingers to work for air quotes. Our cauldron, campfire location, cooking chest, tent. What you'll notice is it's kind of this interesting little prefab, but it's solid. It's just there for aesthetics. I think it's cool to see new assets. And then the same thing over here. We've got our teleport location. I've noticed that for some reason we've got these like little pouches that have nothing in them. Yeah, they should disappear. I've seen like a glitch before with empty pouches. You can put items in them, but yeah, that's just a little glitch. Yeah, I filled this one already. I was trying to make a video earlier. It didn't quite go well. But what I'm really excited for is not quite this update, but the fact that on the horizon will be the forest. I hope it comes out this year. We don't know when that's going to be. We've just heard that Alta's working on the forest. The forest is back over that way, that green bit right there. So I'm really excited for that coming out. I'd love to hear your comments. What do you think about this update? I'm going to do a little bit more in-depth look at this. I'm going to talk about this with Catboy and things like that and some of my thoughts in another video, but just not today. So that's it, guys. Thanks for joining me. See ya.